things they got a plan. I get my bro in advance. Studio
Not
right
even
in my
taking
yard.
a chance. KMT.
Is that? Oh, why did I think that was back to back? I'm tripping.
We played that like 19 times in Colombia. Jesus.
For real.
Again and again and again and again and again.
Some tracks, represent the trip.
I don't know why that was it though. That was like a Drake /X/ gigs.
I mean, remember it's just weird. Like, fuck you mean, NDR.
Yeah.
Like just random songs sometimes just represent trip.
Nah, but even Colombia was Fast Cars.
Cause it kept coming up.
You got a fast car. That song was following everywhere we went.
For real.
Oh, man, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Perspective Podcast. We're here to change your perspective.
And elevate your mindset, man.
Y'all know what it is. So if we ain't elevating, we ain't doing our job. So like I said, we just here to give y'all some new game every Wednesday. Give y'all some, just give y'all something new, man. I feel like in society nowadays, there's always a lot of garbage or just a lot of redundant things that are being spoken about. So we just trying to give you something to edify you, something to elevate the way that you think, your mindset, what you got going on, and hopefully this helps you in your week, your year, your month, wherever you are and whatever season you're in. This is able to help you to be able to move forward. So y'all know y'all got Roman here.
And Joshua in the cut.
Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for just, being with us during our journey to, this $100 million empire, because we ain't going for no thousands. It's always them big things. So at the end of the day, pause. At the end of the day, we just here to talk to y'all. So I mean, you can introduce the title of what we got to do today.
Yeah, man. This episode's titled, "You're on your own journey."
You on your own.
Yeah, like I think we get caught in comparing.
Do you get caught in comparing?
100%. That's
when do you get caught in that?
Every day, every day I go on social media, you compare yourself to other people. Like you can't help but look at others and just.
Yeah, keep on.
Yeah, you just can't help but compare yourself to other people, and look at how they're living their life, and then just think inwards, and be like, I'm not doing enough. I'm not acting the right way. But then then you start to not love the things that are in your life. It really is a thief of your joy, and the things and gratitude for what you've been able to do in your life. We're all in a different race, and if you compare yourself to other people, you're doing yourself a disservice, honestly.
I think at the end of the day, it's like, you're not to compare yourself to those people. It doesn't even make sense because, like you said, we're not even in the same race. You ain't even in the same category. You ain't in the same weight class. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why Gervonta Davis can't compare himself to, I want to say Kimbo Slice, but like a Brock Lesnar. Who's the champion now? Francis Ngannou. Like people that are multiple weight classes. John Jones. You know what I mean? Like, stay in your lane. Stay in your weight class. I think the biggest thing is like we always feel like, you see the trappers. You know what I'm saying? You see the dealers, you see the mans that are the scammers, you know what I'm saying? You see the mans that are making, it looks like they jugging, they making some moves, they really running it up. And I always compare myself to those ones, and I realize, man, my race is different. You know what I'm saying? My race is different. You know what I mean? For me personally, I see all of that. My race is different. So it's okay. I let them do their thing. You know what I mean? Hey, you guys do what you got to do. But I'm running a different race. And it doesn't mean that just because I'm not where they are today, doesn't mean that you're losing. It just means that, you in a whole different tax bracket.
I mean, you can't look at next man them because you don't know what they had to do to get what they got,
or what they're risking to get what they got.
And risking, we see how Diddy, man's done. Everyone big up Diddy in a rap, and now you're seeing how all the stuff he's done behind the scenes
to be able to
accomplish his wealth. And I'm sure it wasn't all of it because he made good songs at a point.
Yeah, but what do you have to do to stay on top? I'd rather be at the bottom.
So there's always something that you don't know about other people. So like to look at them and think I want that life, I think you're just doing yourself a disservice. You can never live their life because you never went through the same things they went through.
True.
So why not try and live your life
to the best of your ability? Yeah,
and in a way that you can see like your vision and live that out instead of someone else's goals and think that's the blueprint for how you should operate. Like, nah, you're gonna keep losing because you can never copy somebody else.
I mean, if you're gonna do something for money, you're gonna always do something for money. You know what I'm saying? And that's nasty. I think that's what Michael Beasley said.
Yeah.
He said, yo, if you're gonna do something for money, you're gonna do something for money. And that's nasty. Like, you gotta have morals and principles. You know what I mean? And that's why it's like you can't compare yourself to somebody else's race or what they kind of going through, because it's like at the end of the day, their principles are different than yours. Their morals are different than yours. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people will be out there doing things that they might not be proud of. You know what I'm saying? I think we always think of it like, you know, the OnlyFans era and stuff like that. But I think it's even bigger than that. I know people that will, you know, give up a lot of their self-dignity and preservation for a job, for an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And it might not have to be something explicit, something you act out of character, out of your body for an opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
You see niggas, as soon as the shorties come around,
niggas act completely different. A girl comes around and now it's like, yo, bro, that was not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's cool. But if you're going to do something, change for an opportunity, or because you feel like there's an opportunity, and we all know that guy. I mean, if you fellas, we all know that guy where as soon as the shorties come around, I think Drewski did a skit on it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like shorties do the same thing.
They definitely do. Like, now you're trying to bash the shorty, or you're trying to bash the nigga, or trying to be like, yo, like. But I just feel like it's unfortunate, because then it's like, I gotta watch you, I gotta mark you, I gotta be like, okay, that's you, that's what you're telling me is acceptable for you, and that's unfortunate, you know. So you also have to know your morals and principles before anything, and understand that, man, whatever race they run, and let them run that race. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane, because I promise you it's safer in your lane. And if somebody swerve into it, hey, tell them swerve out. You know what I'm saying? Or change if you need to, and adjust when you need to, depending on your environment. But outside of that, man, never compare yourself to how somebody else is racing. You know what I mean? You don't know what's under the hood. Outside might look good. Hey, but them gas bills coming up. You know what I'm saying? Them insurance company, they calling. You know what I'm saying? They ain't paying, they financing. You know what I'm saying? They got to bring back the car next week. You know what I'm saying? It was just a lease or a rental, and you out here comparing yourself to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really one of those. Yeah.
I was driving home the other day, and I don't know if you guys do this when you're driving, but when I'm driving, like, I always have like a marker car to see how I'm really swerving, because I be going back and forth lanes. It was traffic. Yeah. So, you know, you try and cut a lane, and you're trying to get ahead.
That one car where you're like...
And that one car's like, now I know how far I am. So there's like this yellow Porsche or something. And I swerved in, swerve out, and I'm ahead of him, and then I stayed in the lane. Then I see him zoom in front of me, and I was chased. Try and go back, try and find my way to him. Long story short, I'm turning into the crib, into our street, and he's still going straight. And it made me think of how life really is. Like, you're comparing yourself to this other car that you're driving beside, and you be feeling behind just because he's ahead of you. But he can be ahead of you, but I'm home first. Yeah. And what's really the purpose of driving? Your destination. That's what it's all about.
You got a whole other destination.
He got a whole other destination. I got home. I got to my crib when I was supposed to get to my crib. And he's still on his way, but you don't know where he came from. We all have different circumstances, you know, and the cars are different. Yeah. So he got different speed. Like, we're all different creatures, so you can't compare yourself to any other. That's why when you're talking about the road, you can't compare yourself to anyone in a different lane.
I mean, that's cold, because, like, again, you don't know where somebody started. You don't know where the end destination is. So just like that, like, you know, you didn't know. You might have started in, you know what I'm saying, somewhere closer, so you got home faster. Yeah. He might have been driving for 2 hours trying to get to the destination and still have another hour left, and you're already home. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah, his car might look good. So on the outside, the exterior might look good, but it's like, damn, they got to go a further journey. They got to do a lot more than what you're doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's like, at the end of the day, I think we always wake up and try to be as grateful as we can. Or wake up and just say at the end of the day, it's like, yo, like, God gave you another day. You know what I'm saying? Another opportunity, another chance to be able to be like, yo, I got my car's running another day. You know what I'm saying? Let me stay in my lane and drive the way I'm supposed to drive and not get into an accident trying to impress other people. Because the same way, it's like when you're driving and you see somebody speeding, and you feel like, oh, I got to speed with them. I can't let them pass me. And I go through that the most. I'm like, yo, I see somebody, and I'm like, what? Let me go. Whip it. Yeah, but then it's like, really and truly, they might have more control over their car. And because you moving out your body and because you doing stuff that is normally not normally you could crash out, spin out. That could be your last day.
You're done on some dumb shit, like
Because somebody else wanted to go fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So also stay in your lane. You know what I mean? You know what you are and you know what you bring to the table. Do you. It's just better that way, personally.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all know that, number one, we love you. I hope you know that we're proud of you. I hope you know that we're praying for you. I hope you know that we want you to stay in your lane because we want you to be great in whatever lane that you choose to dominate in because you was ready to dominate. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
my bad. I didn't
talk
not
to
to
them.
cut you off, but like I just want to accentuate the point. Like, it's gonna suck. Like, you're gonna look at other people living life, and it's going to be an uncomfortable situation. You're gonna feel like you're behind. Like, I mean, I grew up with mostly people older than me, and just naturally you start comparing yourself to these grown men. While 18-year-old, and it's like I try and tell myself, nah, they got years ahead of me. But at the end of the day, it's like you're still around that and you feel behind regardless of the age. Like, and it's the same thing, social media, you're still gonna feel a ways. So what helped me was just really focusing on what I'm doing. And it's hard to do, but like you just gotta look in and say, am I doing the right things based on my own definitions of what's right and what's wrong? And then wherever that takes me, just keep upping it and keep trying to develop it and not looking at somebody else's lane. So I just hope that helped, yeah.
And I mean, I think the best thing about you is the fact that because you always were people older than you. Like, I always grew up with my OGs, you know what I'm saying? And because of that, I grew up a lot faster than people my age. So when I got next to people my age, I was like, damn, like, I'm way ahead of y'all. You know what I'm saying? In just so many things, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the benefit that you have because it's like you grew up with so many people so much older that it's like now it's like your lane is different. The way you think is different. The way that you operate is different, you know? But also stay in your lane and understand who you are and what you bring to the table. You know what I mean? So like I said, I mean, know that we love you, know that we're proud of you, know that we're praying for you. I appreciate you for even spending some time to listen to this new perspective. We appreciate you. We know that you know that we're going to give you guys new content every Wednesday, or at least new videos every Wednesday, new episodes every Wednesday. So make sure you tune in, make sure you locked in, make sure you sharing it with who you got to share it with. Make sure you spread the good news because, I mean, at the end of the day, why wouldn't you want your people to elevate and have a better mindset and have a better perspective? So thank you so much. Know that we love you. This is Roman.
And Josh on the cut.
All right, we're going to see y'all next Wednesday and the Wednesday after that. Know that we love you. Bye. Perspective Pod.